Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Today is the first day of my new job, and I thought I'd vlog. This is a reading vlog. I'm not vlogging work. I'm just saying. It's a reading vlog. I have 20 minutes before I start. My first day happens to be all virtual, so I get to stay home, which is fantastic. As for what I am reading, last night I started a novella by Milla, Vane, the first book in the series of A Gathering of Dragons. The first book is Heart of Blood and Ashes, which I read in my last reading vlog, and I really, really loved it. So I decided to read the novella. It's called The Beast of Blackmoor, and it's in the book Night Shift, the collection Night Shift of 4 novellas. I might read the other ones, I haven't decided yet, but I'm currently reading The Beast of Blackmoor, and so far it's fine, I like it. I'm currently reading Invisible Man by Elisson. This is for one of my book clubs, which I'm no longer one of the moderators for because I'm no longer a librarian, but I'm still attending the book club, and we're reading Ralph Invisible Man next, and I'm only 25 pages in, and it's already like really upsetting and like it's hard to read. So I think this isn't something I'm going to enjoy per se. It's going to be more of just like a good read. So yeah, I'm also reading that, and then I would like to get a good start on Warbreaker this week by Sanderson. I've only read the first page so far. So this is my first week in my new job, and it's also my first week as a full-time employee, so I don't know what it's like to have a full-time job. Well, I mean, like, I was working 2 part-time jobs at once, but that's kind of worse than a full-time job, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I've got 15 more minutes. I'm gonna grab some more water, and if I have time, I'll probably read a little bit, so I will see you later. Didn't bring my microphone, so sorry if you can't hear me. Today is my second day of work. I did not update yesterday because I was just really tired and I wanted to binge watch some Netflix, so I didn't read it all last night, but I did read a little bit more of The Beast of Blackmoor, and I'm getting a feel for what it's about, and it's very this series is not for like the faint-hearted. It's a little harsh. I have a virtual morning again this morning, and then I have to go into the building when that training is over, so I have about a 30-minute commute, and I don't have an audiobook, so I'm going to try to find one to start today. I did have The History of What Happens Next, or What Comes Next, by Sylvan Newell, but I'm not really feeling historical fiction today. I want something more contemporary, so I might try to look for a YA novel. So we'll see. Yeah, I've got a 15-minute break, and I thought I would try to get some sunshine, but there's no sun. So yeah, that's how my day is going. I feel super weird because so I'm entering, my job is now in healthcare, and I have no healthcare experience, so I feel a little weird because I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't have any healthcare experience. All of the other people who are in the orientation and whatnot are talking about their experiences as nurses and blah blah blah, and I'm just yeah, I was a librarian. So I'm gonna go ahead and search for an audiobook to listen to on my commute to the office. Alright, hello everyone again. It is now around 12:30 and I finished my virtual training, and so I'm going into the office for, I'm assuming my first day of actual on the job specific training. And then after that, I actually have my second COVID appointment tonight, so I'll probably get some Taco Bell for dinner. Oh, and the book that I decided on was Dear Justyce, which is kind of a follow-up to Dear Martin by Nick Stone. In the first book, the main character, I think his name is Justyce, and he's writing to Martin Luther King Jr. And that as a diary, not historical fiction where he's writing to him. And then Dear Justyce, I think, is a side character from Dear Martin writing to Justyce because of life events that affected him differently, and that's what I'm going to listen to. It's really short, it's only 5 hours long, so maybe I'll be able to finish that this week. We'll see. Hello everyone! Happy end of work day. It's actually been an hour after the end of work day, but I have my second vaccine appointment tonight at 7:30 and I didn't feel like going home in between. So I went to Target and I got a couple of more masks because I'm gonna need more since I have to be in the office 5 days a week. And then I picked up some Taco Bell. I'm now up to 40% of Dear Justice by Nick Stone, and in the beginning there's a note from Nick Stone saying how she had some readers who wrote her letters asking her to write stories that were more about Black and brown people like them, so who don't have those opportunities like Justyce does in the first book, like he goes to a nice college and all that stuff, and so she writes this book for them, which I think is great. And I just think it's like one of the major things that's happened so far that's just like really hits home is the fact that our main character Quan got a 98 on a math test, and he comes home and his mother like yells at him because the school and she are accusing him of cheating because how could he have gotten a high grade on a math test. So, but I know that's something that happens like every day, so I'm glad that Nick Stone is writing about it. Other than that, I will say I didn't listen to the audiobook of Dear Martin, and I don't love this narrator just because I feel like his inflection is different for everything. So it sounds like it's a different person, but it's not. It's the same guy. And so I don't love that. It probably would help me if I took it down from 1.75 speed, but I don't want to do that. But it would be annoying to me because it'd be too slow, you know? And I did read a few more pages of The Beast of Blackmoor while I was at work. If you know, you know. Ooh, it's messed up. I'm really liking it. Yes, I'm gonna have my dinner and watch some YouTubes. Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever you call the 5 o'clock hour, the go home hour. It's Wednesday. I don't think I've updated since yesterday. I guess let's quickly chat about my second COVID vaccine appointment. I was terrified because my sister said that she was not well afterwards. Like her entire arm was hurting and feeling quite a bit of side effects. I decided when I got home at 8 o'clock last night, I took a shower, popped some ibuprofen, and got in bed. I was just like, I'm going to kill all of these side effects. I'm done, because there was no way that I was calling out on my third day at my new job. So I did that, and it seemed to work pretty fine. Reading update. On my drive to work today, I got to past 50% of Dear Justice. I will say I didn't know this. I didn't know if this was going to be a spoiler or not because I didn't read the description, but I read it since then and know that, so Quan, who's our main character, he is, in the beginning of the novel, we find out that he's in prison. Well, he's not in prison. He's in jail. He hasn't been convicted yet. He's still awaiting a trial date because he shot and killed an officer. And so it does say that in the description. And then it's kind of just like about like what led up to this, not like just like a specific event that led up to this, but what in his life brought him to this moment. And then just him kind of meditating on that, and then like him and Justyce do end up like writing letters back and forth to each other. And I just got to the part where it's now Justyce's point of view in college, because I think he's at Yale. I don't remember. And I'm not sure I like that part. It's just, again, the narrator is just, he's not a bad narrator. It's just very weird reading experience for me. And then I've got less than 50 pages left of The Beast of Blackmoor. I feel like this world is kind of just a strange one to have a novella set in, just because I don't want to call it instant love. Although the woman kind of just like, I'm already falling in love with him. The rate of development in their relationship is very strange, and I don't think like it needed to go that way because of the plot. I guess I could explain what this novella is about. So it's set in the same world from A Gathering of Dragons. Is that what it's called? And our main character Milla is on a quest from the goddess Vela, who's like the goddess that she worships. And her quest is to go tame the beast of Blackmoor. And Blackmoor is kind of like a village town that's kind of cut off from a lot of like from any other place, and people rarely leave or go. And then so when she gets there, there's a group of villagers who are trying to leave, and these zombie animal type creatures that they call revenants basically are trying to stop them. And that's where she meets Kavik, who's our hero. I feel like it's almost too short. It's a novella. And I like this world so much. I just find it so interesting that like they can do no wrong. Like so far I am not disappointed in anything except for maybe the names. Good morning everyone. I'm pretty sure this is a car vlog, isn't it? I hope it's not boring because I'm posting it anyway. But it is now Thursday morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I wanted to update on my reading a bit. Last night I did read a bit more of Beast of Blackmoor. I didn't finish it. I have less than 20 pages left. I know that, so that's nice. I just like, it's probably like the least that I've read ever in a week, but that's like understandable, right? Because my first ever full-time job, so I have to get used to that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording now and listen to more of Dear Justice and head to work, so I'll see you later. Hi friends. I have come to update the vlog with my reading. I finally managed, while I was at work today, to finish The Beast of Blackmoor. I gave it 3 stars. I think it was a good story. It was a novella though, and while I like most novellas, I just feel like what I want right now from this world is more than a novella, and that's probably why I didn't love it. So only giving it 3 stars. Maybe one day I'll reread it and rate it higher or lower. Who knows? But anyway, I really liked it. I liked the conclusion. I liked our heroine. Like, she's super badass and just super strong. And I love that it's not like a weird thing in that world for women to be strong. So yeah, I just really liked it. And then our hero, I think our hero is probably the reason why I don't love it, because I feel like he's lacking in a lot of development. But again, it's a novella. What are we expecting? Anyway, moving on. I am also nearly finished reading or listening to Dear Justice. I have 30 minutes left. I was stuck in traffic on my way home, so perfect. Time to listen to that. So I'm going to try to knock that out tonight while I am uploading my next video for tomorrow. And then I am going to try to pick another audiobook to listen to either this week or next week. I think I'm going to pick a physical book to start taking to work. I don't want to take Invisible Man to work because it is so distracting. Like, legitimately, I am confused why employers think that their employees are more productive at work. It is so distracting just to be there. I was doing this training today that was supposed to be like an easy 15-minute training, and I'm pretty sure I took longer than they were expecting it to me to, because I'm just like, every time one of them answered the phone, it like distracted me. So I just need to get used to it. So I don't think I'm gonna take that because I don't feel like I would get really far into it, or even just like, it's not the place for me to read a book that heavy. Like, it deserves my attention. So I'm not gonna take that. I do also have my next book club book for my personal book club, which we decided on The Ice Queen by Alice Hoffman, and I could read that. This is gonna be a lighter book, I'm assuming. And it's also very short, so maybe I think I will. I think I'm gonna take this to work with me tomorrow. I'll finish my audiobook tonight and I'll update you later. Good morning everyone, happy Friday. As for reading updates, I did finish Dear Justice last night. I really liked the end of it. They do like a 6 months later kind of thing, and I really liked that. I liked seeing where Quan ends up. Overall, I give it 4 stars. I think my reading experience was very inhibited by the fact that I didn't like the narrator. And I didn't want to take that away from the book, so I gave it 4 stars. I still really liked it. I thought it was a good story to tell and a good story for people to read, so I highly recommend. I also really liked the way that it was written, like in like the form of letters, and then there were like some like actual like narrated parts, and then there were, I think it seemed like an interview to me, the way that the narrator spoke it. So it was good. I liked that. And then last night I looked for more audiobooks, and then I looked at poetry because April is National Poetry Month. And then there are a lot of books that I could, read really quickly that are written in verse. So I borrowed, I think it's called Before the Ever After by Jacqueline Woodson. I think it's got a beautiful cover. I absolutely love it. So far what I'm getting from it is it's about a boy who is talking about, in the very beginning so far, about the before the ever after, which I'm assuming means that something happens to his dad. I don't know what. I thought it was middle grade, but to me it's reading a lot younger than that, so I could be wrong. And so I looked up a whole bunch of audiobooks because I feel like audiobooks are just going to save my life, especially this first few weeks. And I found the BBC dramatized version of the Fellowship of the Ring. So I'm going to be listening to that next week. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, get to listening, and get some breakfast. Hi everyone, it is now Friday evening. I just had dinner, got home from work a few hours ago, and I wanted to update on my reading and then close out this vlog. So today I finished, while I was on my way home, the book that I actually started today because it was only 2 hours long? 4? But anyway, Before the Ever After by Jacqueline Woodson. I really liked it. I actually really enjoyed this book. It is a book told in verse about a boy talking about his father and how his father changes after... I didn't look up the description, so I don't want to say it in case it's a spoiler, but his father goes through something that is very common for a person in his career. And so it's about that and about families who have dealt with that, and I just thought it was really good. And I felt like the main character's personality really came through. I just like the characterization for it. Like, I don't like books in verse, but this one was just really good. I really enjoyed it, so I highly recommend. So that means I finished 3 books this week, which, like, crazy. I mean, granted, they were all really short, but I'm still really freaking proud of myself. So I finished The Beast of Blackmoor by Milla, Vane, and I really enjoyed it. A 3-star book for me. It's a novella. I wish it was longer because I just really like that world, so I'm just gonna have to continue reading in that world. And then I finished Dear Justyce by Nick Stone. I gave that book 4 stars. Really enjoyed that, and the format of that book as well was really good. I wish she would just write a little bit more. Her books are very short, and I feel like they could be just like the teensiest longer. And then I finished today Before the Ever Afters, and I don't think I said this earlier, but I'm giving it 4 stars as well. Really enjoyed it. Also just really love the cover. So that is my weekly reading. I cannot believe that even though I started a full-time job, I read 3 books. And yes, they were really short. Like, together, the page count would probably be like, I'm not gonna math right now, but off the top of my head, I'm gonna say between 400 and 500 pages. I think that's still pretty freaking awesome, and I think audiobooks are really what going to save me and my numbers, my stats, if you will. Or really is what gonna help me get to 100 books by the end of the year. I've already got some other audiobooks checked out for next week, and I'm really excited for them, so that's fun and exciting, and yay. As for work, like I said, this is the first week in my new job, and it was not what it should have been or what was expected. So that is how my week went. I hope your week went well. And if not well, just you made it through. So thanks for watching this video. If you read any good books this week, please let me know. Tell me down in the comments what is the best book that you've read lately. I would really like to know. And alright, thanks again for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate your support, and I will see you in a new video soon.